city block.
One building. Yeah, they're ginormous.
Anyway, so that was really fascinating. But then,
So did you guys go out for the 6th or after the 6th?
No, we went out for the 6th.
Oh, awesome.
We went out for the 6th. You like to go? We got down to the where I guess whatever it's called, the ellipse. Where he was going to speak.
Yes.
We got down there maybe around 8 a.m. and there was already
a ton of people. Yeah.
And, anyway, so then what
I just came from Lexi shower, bridal shower.
Just from the ellipse to the Washington Monument. Like, oh, it's just over here, but then 20,000 people can fit between.
Yeah, between there. Yeah, exactly right.
And like just the scope of that, I mean, just how big that. I mean, it's got to be 300, 400 yards or more.
Easily.
And so then we're there, and when Trump said, "Really? Hey, after this,
we're going to march towards the
we're going to go down here and support the senators."
Yes.
Like,
yeah, which was towards like the Force the Vote rally and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, it was totally.
We know the truth.
Right.
We know the truth. There's enough evidence there. So, my son's
the one in the color guard. Yeah.
He's 15. And my daughter, she's 13. Well, she was 13. She's 14. I guess it's red there. I'm like, you can see the Capitol.
Yeah.
It's a 30-minute walk.
Well, it is like a 30, 45-minute walk from there.
So it was. So you could tell.
And they're probably like tired of this already. Yeah, it was.
I said, so you guys were able to walk down there, and they're like, please no.
Please don't make us do this, Dad.
Well, we got what I got to see this. I got to be here. I got to be.
Right.
And you guys did too.
Whether you went to it or not, later in life, you're going to thank me for this experience. Yes, absolutely. Yes.
And it was a great vibe and a great thing. And it was like, but everybody's here with a confidence. Like, okay. So they're holding us up, but it's going to be fine. We'll get this handled. And anyways, we're on the road. We're heading back, and I started getting text messages and phone calls like, dude, what's going on?
Yeah.
Are you climbing the walls?
Right, because at that point there was already...
I said, just search Capitol Rack. He's like...
Yeah, they were shutting down people's live streams and all kinds of things.
Yeah. So like stopping at gas stations and rest stops, and obviously there's all kinds of people that left around the same time.
Right, yeah.
But they've all got friends back there. They all know what's going on.
Right, yeah.
That they're...
Yeah, and that's the whole... No, it was not an armed insurrection. And the whole thing about it is that the Proud Boys guy that did the whole Proud Boys guy that, led the whole violent part of, the not insurrection was an FBI asset and has been for like the last 10 years. I've got Jason Burmis, which he used to do a lot of stuff for like InfoWars and stuff. He did the 9/11 Loose Change documentary.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So he went out there and
this is equivalent.
Yeah, and it is absolutely is. And he was out there, the 6th or whatever. He got out there like the day before, drove up from Iowa. Him and several other, like journalists that I know or whatever, and they were like walking to. It was at nighttime, it was the day before the 6th, so it was the 5th, and they were walking up to some hotel or something. There was some kind of like it's just small like event dinner thing going on or whatever, and like one block all things were like normal, and then like the next block like they had everything like all blocked off, and there was all like black from top to bottom. I didn't Antifa or whatever, and they were like literally like, you can't go through here because you don't have a mask on, like attacking Jason, and he was totally like nice and calm the whole time, like, well, I'm just trying to get to this location, like this is where my Google Maps told me to go, like you don't have to you don't have to attack me, and if your mask works, then why are you worried about me not wearing one, so it was just crazy. And then all the things that happened the next day, so there's still things around the damn Capitol. Yeah, I seen somebody attacking Josh Hawley the other day on Twitter, like, are you insurrectionists, blah, 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 and I'm like, so I get on there and I'm like, there's literally no insurrection, like, Here's like some actual footage of things that like actually happened that day. Like you could probably find something more productive. Oh, they absolutely.
That place is burned.
Oh, sure they did.
Hang on, guys. Let us get our cameras ready.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah,
come on in.
exactly. And now it's all just more like big tech surveillance, like pre-crime profile. It's just, it's insanity.
Well, I'm sorry I'm interrupting you, but I've enjoyed it.
And then the few people that are speaking out and comes that again, like Josh, or they want to do the typical, plans or attack and whatever, but I know in the last 4 years we made several different like petitions and bills and stuff, and everything that we put his way has went through. So it's enough for me.
Yeah, but it's like it's 417. No closure.
No, there's not.
Talking about with WikiLeaks, like
yeah, exactly.
I'm reading emails that are sent from John Podesta.
Yes, exactly.
I'm reading this, and you guys are telling me that that's not true?
Yeah, but the Department of Justice literally has an open charge on the Department of Justice website against Hillary Clinton, and she's still on TV speaking for the DNC. So it's just my friend Steve says it. Well,
back to the
go ahead.
To the the problem with that is, there were some people that did too bad.
Yeah, there was.
But just because you were at that rally, the media is making you out to be a bad person.
Oh,
Yeah, and they're tracking people,
telling
and
people I was there.
the Bank of America gave up bank records on people that were like in the area and made purchases that were.
I mean, if you're there, and here's where most normal people get mad.
Yeah.
If you were a protester for BLM and you destroyed a couple buildings down there, none of this would be happening, and you wouldn't be labeled by the media as terrorist.
Right.
Whatever.
But the problem is they're gonna end up labeling anybody who speaks out against their narrative a terrorist, or a terrorist organization, a racist, or Nazi collaborator, all of that, and it's
Take Jay Ashcroft,
it all goes back to that free speech thing, and in this case against Julian Assange. At the end of the day, it does.
They have made photo ID racist.
Yeah.
And there's literally the Democrat Secretary of State actually put an ad in here that said, if you support photo ID, you are a racist.
Yeah.
And they ran in California against the Republican Secretary of State.
Yep.
They did it out there in Oregon and
Over the voting laws, yeah.
I was like, run that here.
It'll never happen. They're trying to, though.
The only thing that scares me is those elections.
Luckily, the grassroots campaign that works for our voting rights is working in favor of us and not against it. Well, it's not. It'll never. Not as long as that we have people in there that are actually willing to voice what we want them to voice and defend the things they need to, which is a lot of states don't have that, and we just are one of the lucky ones that does, because it's terrible in some other states. It really is.
We actually came out last year. Everybody was getting really nervous about COVID. And they said, we need to push the April election. We need to cancel. We need to do this. Some Republicans, some high-ranking ones, wanted to change the laws to basically mail ballot papers.
That's the whole reason that COVID came out in the first place. 100% was to mail in ballots. That's it. Couldn't do it any other way.
We totally opposed everything and came out. We even opposed it.
Yeah, it's good. Rightfully so.
Yeah, because he was trying to go with like the whole, the lockdown narrative at first, which I think part of that is his age, and the fact that he probably didn't really, know at first, but we ended up not locking down. Well, that's like the Missouri Supreme Court. Did you guys know they ruled that you have to have a mask to go in court building? Well, how are they going to rule that constitutionally? There's no scientific data.
I think they opposed their own rules.
They did, but for the Supreme Court to rule on it for our state is something of an issue, definitely. They should not have made that ruling.
Well, they actually, how a lot of courts stopped evictions? They actually just quit having court.
Yep, they just quit having court altogether. Yep.
Somebody asked me, because one of my clients is a window association, they're like, wow, is there a no eviction?
Yeah.
I looked into it, and there was no eviction rule.
Yep.
But the courts just weren't.
Yeah, some courts
take your case
to them anyways.
It's a
Yeah.
pocket.
Yeah, it kind of is. Which that just saves hassle and legislation and dollars in the end, but a lot of people don't get that.
Just a bubble.
Yeah.
I'm going to be buying one of those $200,000 cars soon.
Or more. Yeah.
Sorry, I guess we should all be quiet, but.